Guys, and welcome to Crypto Chat. It's Monday, and let's go through the big news today. So, guys, the big news is that basically Ripple has been soaring today. Well, it was at the beginning of the day. At the beginning of today, um, we saw percent rises of over 18%, and this is all due to a rumor that Ripple is due to actually launch on Coinbase, and therefore you actually might be able to buy Ripple on the world's biggest exchange in the West, at least. However, it's been a bit of a weird day because it went up 18%, and then a few hours ago, Coinbase had put out this statement online, which was our January 4th, 2018 statement continues to stand. We have made no decision to add additional assets to either GDAX or Coinbase. And then they basically put out their processes for adding new cryptocurrencies to the market. I'm not really sure where the rumor came from today with regard to XRP, but if we look over on CoinMarketCap today, we can see it's a great advert there. We can see, just reload it, wait for it to come back. Right, yeah, we can see that Ripple now is only 4% up compared to the 18% up it was this morning, based on that rumor. And guys, if I'm honest with you, I think it's probably going to end on a decline by the end of the day. Now that Coinbase has come out with that comment, it's probably going to go back to where it was at the start of the day. So a bit of a rise, but ultimately back down. Bitcoin, on the other hand, continued to go up today, behaving a bit more like a normal market this week. 2% up on the day, so that's $11,700, give or take. Good to see it continuing on the up. However, nowhere near the same amount of rises that we saw last November or December, and now the crypto market is really starting to behave more like a regular market, although like the swings are high and low in a lot of the ICOs, like Bitcoin, Ether, and Ripple and Litecoin in the last few months. They've been like 1% down, 4% down, 5% down in a day, 5% up. So not like drastic compared to when we were seeing 33% gains in a day on like multiple days. So I remember when Bitcoin was up like 85%, like twice or something like that. It was ridiculous. Anyway, we'll come back to this later and we'll do the mooners and losers like we normally do. Anyway, some good news that came out today is that China's biggest political event has seen some blockchain praise, which is really good to hear, especially with a crypto market as large as it is in China. So basically, it says that there's an event in China called the Session, where basically people from the National Communist Party all come and they discuss policy and what could work and what couldn't. Although it's been quite negative towards cryptocurrencies in China in the last few months, the ICOs were banned last year, even though that actually made the prices of cryptocurrencies and ICOs go up. There have been some actual good comments made today about the application of blockchain technology on the Chinese system, and this is regard to stopping fraud due to blockchain mechanics, and how this could actually be implemented into government technology, into government systems. And it might be actually something that the Chinese government is going to look at in the long run, over something that they can actually use. So we can see here that so Xiao Yanli, currently a CPPCC member, so one of the parties that creates policy in China, has basically said that blockchain applications promise to play a major role in improving the efficiency of the insurance industry in China. I mean, it's just one aspect where it shows that blockchain is important, and even if we step away from the cryptocurrencies and the ICOs and that side of the market, blockchain as a force in itself is being implemented by countries such as China, and hopefully this will also lead to a change in how it treats cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, and Neo, and others like that. Anyway, another big story that's come out today on CoinDesk is about Tether. So there was an article a while ago, and basically there's this story with regard to Tether that effectively it hyperinflates the value of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, by like linking itself to the US dollar. And this story has come back to the mainframe today. So it says here, um, in the entire industry needs to keep an eye on Tether's US dollar tokens, because if something were to happen to it, the result could be everyone else's losses. This is because, say, if Tether went down dramatically, a lot of its coins are linked to the US dollar, and a lot of the altcoins are also linked to Tether. So theoretically, if it plunged, a lot of the other alts would plunge, and maybe even Bitcoin could plunge due to how it's tied to the US dollar and to the Bitcoin currency. It says here, the online critics have long alleged that Tether, which is close tied to the crypto exchange Bitfinex, has been issuing more US dollars than it has dollars in the bank. So basically, imagine if your bank was issuing more money than it actually had. That would be a significant financial problem. And this is the bubble waiting. I personally think that Tether is a bubble waiting to happen, because as soon as say Tether tanks one day, right, and everyone tries to get their money out, and there's no money there, right, because there's more Tether coins than there are the actual cash behind it. What's going to happen to that? What's going to happen to the money people put in other alts, and like the big cryptos like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Monero? I think it's quite scary, to be honest. Like Tether could effectively affect the entire industry, and a lot of coins that might have done nothing wrong out of their own set. They might not be bad cryptocurrencies, but because the Tether is so closely linked to the US dollar, and if it was perceived as a bubble, and if that bubble does pop, then maybe it could have an effect on the rest of the crypto market, which, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the crypto market is in a bubble at the moment. I don't think Bitcoin is, and I don't think Monero is, and I don't think Ethereum is, but maybe some of the alts, definitely, like the ICOs, some of the ones we've seen. So like, roller, like what do we see? So like Dentacoin, or like Verge, and even stuff like that. That's all quite inflated at the moment. So maybe if the bubble burst with Tether, I don't know what it could do to the rest of the market. So quite scary. But we'll see what happens on that. Anyway, guys, we've done scary, we've done the big news from China, so now we'll go to the bit that you expect every day, and that is the top winners and losers of today. So, guys, top change 24 hours: the Liqua, Kyber Network, Partiki, Status, Emiracoin, Polymath. Any that we know? Any that we know? Dragon Chain, a little bit. But other than that, I think mainly shitcoins are up today, to be honest. Ripple, even will go down. Ripple's 4% up now. When I started this video, it was actually 6%, so it's already lost 1.5%, and we've been going for like 8 minutes now. So that's really the only one on here. A lot of the mooners today are just currencies I've never heard of. Guys, if you're invested in any of these, let me know in the comments below. If you hold the Liqua, let me know how it's doing. It's got a market share of 379,805,000. So the market shares are pretty tiny, to be honest, compared to like Bitcoin and Litecoin. And yeah, I have no idea about any of these ICOs or cryptocurrencies. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think these are shitcoins? What do you think they're going to pump again tomorrow? What do you think is going to happen? Comment below, and let me know your thoughts. Anyway, let's look at the losers in the 24 hours. So Ethereum Classic, basically, no one knows what Rebane is. Well, I don't know what Rebane is. Sad to see Ethereum Classic go down so much. I think at the beginning it had quite a lot of promise of the coin, but now we saw the other fork and more cryptocurrencies come out. It seems to have suffered quite a lot in the last year, and now only $26. What else have we got here? We've got Veritaserum, Gas. Gas has had a bit of a mixed week. Like last week, it actually was doing quite well, and it seems to have plunged off a cliff today. Otherwise, on here we've got Dentacoin, which is good. Guys, you all know how much I hate this coin. And then we've got Amisago, which is down 3%. That kind of makes sense considering Amisago was up like 35% last week. So if anything's had like a really good week, and now it's probably just going back to where it actually should be placed in the market, which is all good. It makes sense. Other than here, we got Monacoin and Zcoin, so not surprising. But generally, if we look by market cap today, a lot of the main ones are in green, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. Let's look at Tether actually. So Tether is 0.05% up. I think actually one of the cryptocurrencies is actually quite stable despite all this fear around it today on Coinbase, on CoinDesk, and there are some other Bitcoin publications that have been talking about it. I think the Bitcoinist and Bitcoin Magazine talked about it also, but amazing how well it's holding actually at 0.05%. That's really interesting. Right, anyway guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it and you want to see more of these type of videos, then feel free to subscribe over here. Um, and if you've got any comments, what did you enjoy today? What did you not like? What would you like to see more of? What cryptos do you think are going to moon, and which ones do you think are going to crash? Let me know in the comments below. And you can also check us out on Twitter. Let's go to the profile now. How do we get there? There we go. Come on, just load. Guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, then it's CryptoChat11, and I will look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow.